You're listening to a Life in Quebec podcast. For more, visit lifeinquebec.com.
My rant for today is about driving in Quebec. The first thing you need to know about driving in Quebec is that there are basically only 3 rules that need to be adhered to. 1. You are obliged to stop at a red light. If you do not and someone reports you, or you're caught on camera, you will be given a ticket and a fine. Stopping at stop signs or crosswalks, however, is optional and needs to be acted upon only if there is someone around or if there is actually somebody on a crosswalk that you absolutely cannot avoid without damaging your car. The second rule is that you must proceed on a green light, and you must do so quickly. Otherwise, you will be called upon to do so by one or several drivers behind you honking their horns, because according to them, if you don't accelerate the split second the light turns green, either you have fallen asleep or have died at the wheel. The yellow lights between the red light and green, although pretty, have no significant application. Third rule is not to speed. Quebec has now installed hidden cameras along the highways and byways and has discovered that municipalities can actually make money from distributing speeding tickets. Drinking and driving is frowned upon and is also illegal. However, no one is going to stop you, as roadblocks are non-existent, and since everyone does it, it's accepted by the general population, all of whom hope to get home safely after binging, without hitting or killing anyone. Unfortunately, however, these types of accidents do occasionally happen. Texting or using a cell phone while driving is also discouraged, and once again is illegal. But, as explained in the previous paragraph concerning driving while intoxicated, since everyone does it, it's not really an issue. Anything about courtesy or respect to other drivers or pedestrians is not a required condition when driving in the province. Being aggressive behind the wheel is encouraged, and it is also important to remember that you, and only you, have a destination that is worth reaching. Everyone else on the road either doesn't know where they are or where they're headed, and are certainly not in a hurry like you are to get there. Someone desirous to change lanes on a highway in order to take a prescribed exit should prepare to do so about 10 kilometers before the exit, because even with your flasher on, nobody is going to let you do so. Changing lanes is a stressful and difficult maneuver and must be acted upon at the first chance there is a car-length space to your right available. It is also highly recommended to prepare a second exit ramp further down the road in case you miss the one you had planned on taking, which you probably will. The same one car length applies when trying to enter a roadway from a ramp, where unfortunately you do not have the advantage of preparing 10 kilometers in advance. Like the yellow light, a yield sign has no specific purpose. Several years ago, the province introduced a law allowing right turns on a red light at certain intersections, which for most drivers now appears to have eliminated the first law requiring one to stop at a red light at all, if indeed you want to make a right turn. So defensive drivers, take note. The only defense driving you'll need in Quebec is to avoid the offensive vehicles which can pop up anywhere at any time along your route. It's all about destination and how to get there, no matter what. Happy motoring, Quebec style.
Thank you for listening to the Life in Quebec podcast. For more news, commentary, editorials and opinion, visit lifeinquebec.com/podcast.